Hey guys, see me here. I'm back on wobbly cam. Had my other camera with me, but I thought I'd record with my phone, which probably was a mistake in hindsight. But hopefully it's a little bit steadier with the old tripod. I say tripod, it's actually a selfie stick tripod. I thought I'd do a catch up because I've not done a video for you guys over the last week. The reason is I've actually been having issues with my phone where I can't sign into Google. And when you have an Android phone, that's a big problem. There's a checking info loop. We try to sign back into Google and they won't let you. It keeps saying checking info, signs you back out, keeps doing it. I have tried every single suggestion by Google to fix it. It doesn't work. This started with, it wasn't syncing my contacts, so right now when someone phones me, I have no idea who it is because it's just a phone number. So I'm going to have to reset the phone, which was something I was reluctant to do because you have to sign out of your banking apps, and if not, you need to get a letter from the bank. It's just easier to just transfer it from one phone to the other. So, as far as catching up, what have I been doing? Well, you guys know that I talk about phones a lot, and not done any videos over the last week, not many, but I've actually looked at more phones over the last week than I have in the previous month or so. I've looked at a lot of new phones. I considered the Samsung S9, the Huawei P20 Pro, and I was leaning towards the Blackberry KeyTwo. So Blackberry KeyTwo is a very interesting phone. I looked at the Key 1 last year, and the Key 1, basically a mid-range Android phone, but it had a keyboard. Now last year it was priced at £500 retail. This year it's been released at £600, the new version. It's overpriced. I think it's overpriced. It's a mid-range phone when you look at performance. It's got a mid-range CPU, got 6GB of RAM. It's got that physical keyboard that I love because years ago I went from an Android phone and I kind of went backwards and got a Blackberry that was had less performance, but it's a hell of a premium to pay. I think you're paying more than a OnePlus 6. You're paying more for the Blackberry KeyTwo than you would for a OnePlus 6, which is a much more powerful phone. So I'm kind of moving away from that because I know you have to pay a little bit of a premium for an integrated keyboard, but it's too much. It's too much of a premium. If you look at, and this is what I've been looking at is over the last few days, if you look at the phones coming out of China, look at this view. If you look at the phones coming out of China, for the same performance as a Blackberry KeyTwo, you could probably buy a phone for about £150 to £200 and get it delivered. Very, very cheap. Now, I've talked about Chinese phones before, and I've talked about how one of the downsides is warranty, and the other downside would be software updates. But I'm recording this in the HTC U11, and I contacted HTC about the last update because it killed my battery. They said contact the place you bought it, so I contacted Carphone Warehouse, and they said if I returned it I wouldn't get it back for 4 or 5 weeks, which in my opinion is unacceptable for, if everyone uses their phone. You couldn't go without a phone for that long. Also, as far as software updates go, my phone is still on Android 8.0, and when it updated to Android 8.0, the battery died. Like, it went from, before, I talked about this before, when I was, previously the HTC U11 was giving me, overnight, maybe dropping 5-6% overnight standby time. Now it goes from like 60% to flat, goes dead. So, yeah, if I'm out of breath, by the way, I've just had something to eat, that's why I'm out of breath. And in comparison, there's a lot of Chinese phones that actually come with 8.1 out the box. So you buy it and it's got a newer version than my phone. And as far as software updates go, the Chinese phones, a lot of the phones that from China, and they come out with a global version, they have a bad track record of not updating the software. But a lot of the brand names aren't updating the software either. So you do run the risk of maybe getting a phone and it's a pain in the ass to return it if there's anything wrong. But as I said, there's a lot of fantastic phones which are like, I can see you, There are a lot of fantastic phones in the like 150, 180 pounds. You get flagship phones as well, of course. The Xiaomi range, there's a couple of Huawei phones that are really good. There's a couple of Asus phones or Asus phones. And for me, at the top end of the market from China, I'd kind of lean towards buying, from Europe. I'd still be made in Asia, but I'd buy the European version for the price. But for the mid-range phone market, it is, it's unbelievable how much money you can save by buying a mid-range phone. So I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. You can see the light, can't see if I'm catching the light here. So I'll give you guys an update soon. I'm looking at a really a great bunch of phones at like 150, 180 pounds. They're not as good as a top end phone like a Huawei P20 Pro or a Samsung S9, but they're not much worse either, and it's about a quarter of the price. So stay tuned, guys. I apologise I've not had a chance to do a lot of videos over the last weeks, and because of this Google signing in issue, the checking info loop where it keeps going round and round, because of that I've not been able to reply to comments as easily, because I can't log into the YouTube creator app. I can't upload a video directly from my phone because the YouTube app doesn't work. I can't even sign into videos to put a like or a comment. Such a pain. So guys, I'm going to take my out of breath ass away from here, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Give you guys more updates next week. I'll let you know what I decide to do. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll speak to you all very soon. Cheers.